Hi, my name is Nancy. Welcome to my channel, Running with Scissors. If you're new, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. I've had a pretty busy and exciting week in the sewing room this week. Well, the week started out with Mari from Mari Sew showing my dresses on her live stream this past Sunday. It was pretty exciting to see her holding up my dresses that I had made to everybody. That was pretty exciting. It was fun. Actually, I decided to make one more dress. And I think what I'm going to do, instead of mailing it to Mari, I'm going to contact the ambassador that's local in my area. Mari had put out a sheet with all the different ambassadors across the country. One of them is in my area, and I'm going to contact her and make sure she gets this last dress that I made. You might recognize some of the fabric. The middle of the dress is made from that raindrop fabric, the fabric that I got from the estate sale. And then the side pieces, the lemon and the lime and the oranges, I got that from the lady in Craigslist, and I think I got that purple as well. It's kind of a wild looking dress, but I think it's kind of cute. And I do have the tag on it. When you hold it up, you don't see it. The tag kind of got towards the back of the pocket, but there it is. So I made one more. And then, if you watched when I did show you all the fabric I got from that lady from Craigslist, one of them was this big piece of this white fuzzy fabric. I didn't know what to do with it. I had all kinds of comments about what I could do with it. One of them was making a vest, and I just wasn't sure. It almost looks like a rug, doesn't it, that you could just lay on the floor. So I thought, I want to do something with it. I still have plenty left, and I'm not sure what I'll do with the rest of it. Maybe you can come up with another idea for me. But what I did do, and I thought it was kind of fun, I made a pillow cover. And I made the kind that's that envelope, the envelope style. And what's in here is just an old pillow I had. I think it has an angel on it from a Christmas pillow. So I made this. I did the whole thing on my serger. I thought maybe trying to sew this type of fabric on the sewing machine might be more difficult to run it through. It worked out great on the serger, but I think it's pretty cute. Nice and soft. So anyway, I might have to make some more of these. And I was thinking I might do a tutorial next week or the week after and show you how I made this. It's just one piece of fabric, really simple to make. And you could cover any of your existing pillows that maybe have gotten old, or you just want to give it a fresh new look. And or you can buy the pillow foam or forms, over at Hobby Lobby or Joann's or any place that sells that type of thing. But I don't know. I thought it came out pretty cute. Another thing I did this week, this dress I have on, it was from a free pattern from Rosary Apparel, and I will link the free pattern. It's actually on one of her YouTube channels. I'm going to show you a picture of me in this dress the first time I wore it, and you'll notice in the picture the neckline is up to here, up here. And when I wore it the first time, I spent the whole time pulling at my neck. It just, I feel like I was being strangled. Now I'll show another picture I made of the same pattern of some seersucker, and it does have a high neckline, but for some reason it didn't seem to bother me. I don't know if it was the way it was cut or it was the fabric. I don't know what it is, but I know when I wore that dress, it didn't seem to bother me. But this dress, like I said, it was up here. I kept yanking at it. I wore it one other time. Same thing. Hung it in my closet. That well, I'm not going to wear this dress. I really like this fabric. It's a real flowy, kind of viscose type fabric. I mean, it's just, I think it's really pretty. But I thought I'm not going to wear it if it's strangling me. I really wanted to do something with a neckline, but I was kind of afraid because it's already made, and it's got a zipper in the back. In fact, it has a invisible zipper in the back. And I didn't want to mess with that. So I did go online and I found a video of how to change the neckline. And she did pretty much what I thought I would be doing anyway. But then she said something about, and if you have a zipper, something about removing the zipper. And I thought, well, I'm not doing that. So what I did, I took the dress, laid it on the table, and I got a chalk marker. And I started at the, right at the seam, right at the shoulder seam. And then I just used my marker at the shoulder seam and then marked all the way around up to the top of the next shoulder seam. So I didn't touch the back at all. Then the hard part was getting the scissors out and actually cutting it. So I went ahead, cut around. So you, like I said, you started the shoulder seam, cut around. And then I took the dress and I folded it in half, you know, from shoulder seam to shoulder seams, because I want to make sure that the neckline was even. So I folded it, because if it wasn't even, then you could kind of trim it to make sure they're even. And when I folded together, they actually were pretty even. I was pretty happy with that. So the next thing you do with this is that you get some bias binding. My idea was to use this fabric for the bias binding, but the nature of the fabric, it will not hold a fold. I cut some, I had some extra fabric and tried making the bias binding, and it just would not hold the fold. So I just went to this Hobby Lobby actually, and I just bought some, if you can see it, some black, just some black bias binding, and I sewed it on. Now when I sewed it, you know how you open it up and you sew it right along the first crease and turn it, realize when I got to the shoulder, you know, I couldn't sew it on the crease all the way up to the shoulder. So what I did when I got part way to the crease, then I angled it up to a point so that when I go to fold it under, then when I got to the, I don't know if my hair's in your way, if you can see, when I got to my shoulder, it just kind of angled up, and then I was able to turn it under. And I thought it turned under really nice. I thought it came out really nice, so that way I didn't mess up the back. I didn't mess up with the, you know, fool around with the zipper, because I did want to, you know, mess up my zipper. And yeah, and now it's down a little bit lower, and I don't feel like I'm getting strangled. So sometimes you just have to try. I mean, it sat in my closet, hung in my closet for months and months, because I knew every time I put it on, it would just strangle me. So sometimes you just have to go ahead and give it a try and do it. And it worked out really well. And now I can wear it. I'm happy with it. And I don't feel like I'm being choked to death. So anyway, but like I said, I will put a link to, her name is Janelle from Rosary Apparel, the pattern. But I just wanted to tell you, you might want to look at the pattern if you decide to make it, and look at the neckline, because you might want to lower it a little bit. It's a nice dress. I mean, it's just a simple, you know, short sleeve, gathered skirt, invisible zip in the back, and it's just a fun dress to wear. And I'll pop up a picture of me wearing it after I fix the neckline. So anyway, I'm real happy. Sometimes you just have to go with it and give it a try, and if it works, it works, and if it doesn't, well, no harm done, because it was just going to hang in the closet unworn if I hadn't done with something with it. Okay, I do have something really exciting to tell you. This past Monday, I spun the wheel to see who would win my painting. Well, this is the painting. Now you're probably wondering, why do I still have the painting? Did the winner not contact me? Do you know the winner actually contacted me 2 hours after I posted the video? Then you're saying, well, if she contacted you with her address, why am I still holding it? Why isn't it in the mail? Well, I'll tell you something. This is going to be kind of amazing. She sent me the email thanking me, you know, and I'm real so shocked she'd won. And then I looked down at her address. I actually literally gasped out loud. I went, oh! I ran to my husband and said, you will never believe where the winner of my painting lives. Her address is just under 20 miles from my house. 20 miles, that close. Which is kind of nice, because I was kind of stressed out over, you know, wrapping it up safely so I wouldn't damage it. putting it in the mail, hoping it didn't get lost or damaged in the mail. So I emailed her back and told her where I lived. And I said I could bring it to you, or maybe we can meet at a Joann's, or even better, there is a mall that's kind of halfway between our houses. We can meet there in the food court and have lunch. And that's what we're going to do on Monday. I'm going to meet her at the food court of a local mall, and I can hand her the painting right into her hands. I don't have to worry about getting it packaged up and worrying about it getting damaged. I thought that was pretty exciting, and also I get to meet her, which I think is pretty cool too, that I actually get to meet one of my subscribers and hand her her winning painting in person. And I will let you know all about that next week. I will give you an update on the meeting and how it went. And so, yeah, it made a kind of an exciting week. So, all right. Well, that's about all I have for you today. I'd love it if you subscribe if you haven't already. Thumbs up, share it with your friends, and I'll see you next time I upload a video. Y'all take care. God bless. Bye.